Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly, and today our topic is how to schedule Google Meet from Google Sheets. So I'm running a consultancy firm and now I'm receiving a lot of appointments from my customer. So I'm adding all the detail of my appointment in my Google Sheet, and now what I want to do is that by using all the detail from my Google Sheet of my customer and the appointment, I automatically want to schedule a meeting in Google Meet. So here for my objective, I need to build a connection between Google Sheets and Google Meet. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. Now with Pabbly Connect, whenever I'm going to add a new appointment detail in my Google Sheet, then automatically by using those details, I'm going to schedule a new meeting in Google Meet. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can schedule Google Meet from Google Sheets. So as a business owner or a consultant, I am using Google Sheet to manage client information, track meetings, and schedule consultations. But however, manually creating Google Meet links for each meeting can be a time-consuming task, especially when I have multiple appointments lined up. Now with Pabbly Connect, I can automate the process of scheduling Google Meet session directly from my Google Sheet, and this will ensure that every time I update my Google Sheet with new meeting details, a Google Meet link is automatically created and sent to the relevant participants. So here what I want to do is that I want to connect Google Sheet with Google Meet in such a way that in my Google Sheet I'm going to add my client details, and I'm going to add all the detail of the appointments or the meeting that my client wants. And as I'm going to add those details, then automatically I want to schedule a Google Meet with that client or that customer, and I want to do this automatically. As I'm going to add a new client detail or a customer detail in my Google Sheet for the new meeting, then automatically by using those details, I want to schedule a new meeting in Google Meet. So here for doing this automatically, what I need to do is I need to set up a connection between Google Sheets and Google Meet, and I'm going to do this with the help of Pabbly Connect. So with Pabbly Connect, I can create this connection between Google Sheets and Google Meet without any coding and programming skills. And now for building this connection and for setting up this automation, I need to use Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to open a new tab and I need to search for pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly Connect. Now here in the landing page, I have these two options of sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly Connect, then you can just click on this sign up for free button, and this will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 300 tasks every month. Or if you already have an account or you are an existing user, then you can just click on sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I just need to click on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect. And this will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now here in the dashboard, what I need to do is I need to create a new workflow, and for that I'm going to click on this Create Workflow button, and this window will pop up. Now here I need to name my workflow, so I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to schedule Google Meet from Google Sheets. Now what I need to do is I need to select the folder where I want to save my workflow, so I'm going to open this tab, and here in this tab I'll find all the folders that I have in my Pabbly Connect account, and here I have this particular folder of Google Sheets, so I'm going to select this, and now I need to click on Create, and here this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. And here in this window, I have these two boxes of trigger and action. So trigger and action are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow, and action is just going to follow that. So here in our workflow, I need to first set up my trigger, and here I can only set up single trigger step and multiple action steps. So here for setting up my trigger, what I need to do is I need to first search for my trigger application, and here in my trigger application, I'm going to use Google Sheets. So I'm going to search for that, and I'm going to select Google Sheets here. Now I have to give a trigger event, so I'm going to open this tab, and I'm going to select this trigger event of new or updated spreadsheet row. Now what I need to do is I need to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in my workflow, and for that I need to use this webhook URL. So this webhook URL is going to work as a bridge between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Now for connecting these two applications, I need to follow all these instructions, and first I need to copy this webhook URL And now I need to take you to my Google Sheet or my spreadsheet. And here I'm going to use this particular spreadsheet of customer appointments. And in this spreadsheet, I'm going to add all the detail of my customers who want to schedule an appointment with me or want to have a meeting with me. Now here I want to connect this particular spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect, and I want that as I'm going to add a new customer data or the client data, then automatically I want that data to be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here for connecting Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, I need to go to extensions, and here I need this particular extension of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. But if we don't have this extension, then what we need to do is we need to go to add-ons, and here we need to click on get add-ons. Now here it will take us to Google Workspace Marketplace. Now here I'm going to search for my extension of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And we will see our extension like this. Now here we need to install this extension, and I have already installed this. So I'm going to close this window. And after installing the extension, what we need to do is we need to first refresh our spreadsheet. Now you need to go back to extensions, and here you will see your extension in this list. Now here in Pabbly Connect Webhooks, I need to use initial setup for connecting Google Sheet spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click here. And here by using initial setup, I'm going to connect this sheet that I have in my spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. So here first I have to give my webhook URL, and here in this tab, I'm going to add my webhook URL that I have copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here, and now I have to give my trigger column. So the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here in my spreadsheet, I have this last data entry column, that is column F. And now as the data will be filled in this particular column, then automatically the data of that whole row should be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to use this column F as my trigger column, and as I'm going to add the data in this particular column, then automatically the data of that whole row will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to give my trigger column, that is going to be column F, and I'm going to click on send test. And here my test data has been sent successfully. Now I'm going to click on submit. And here I've successfully configured my setup. Now I'm going to close this. Now here I have the data of my first client, and I have sent this as a test data to Pabbly Connect. Now here in my spreadsheet, I want one more thing, that every time I'm going to add the new customer details in the new row, then automatically and immediately I want that data to be sent to Pabbly Connect. So for this, I need to again go to extensions. I need to go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and here I need to enable this option of send on event. So after enabling this option, what will happen is that as I'm going to add the new rows with the client data or the customer data, then automatically those row details will be sent to Pabbly Connect. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here in Pabbly Connect, we can see I have received this response. So this is the response of my test data or the customer data that I had in my spreadsheet. And here this is the data of my customer. So here I have all these details, like I have my start time. Also here I have my spreadsheet name, that is customer appointments. In this I have my customer name, that is demo user. I have the meeting summary, that is 30-minute business consultation. I have the email address of my customer, that is demoUser@pabblytudes.com. Also in this I have the description for the meeting. So my client wants to take this meeting to know how he can improve his sale. So here I have received all these details for the appointment and the meeting that my client wants to schedule. And now what I want to do is, by using all these details from my Google Sheet and by using all my customer detail, I want to automatically schedule a meeting in Google Meet, and I want to create a meeting link for that meeting. So here for automatically scheduling a meeting in Google Meet from Google Sheet, I need to set up my Actions tab. For that, I need to open this tab. And here I need to search for my action application, and here my action application is going to be Google Meet. So I'm going to search for that, and I'm going to select Google Meet here. Now I have to give an action event, so I'm going to open this tab, and schedule a meeting will be my action event. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to connect Google Meet with Pabbly Connect in my workflow. So I'm going to click on connect. I will click on add new connection, and now I have to click on sign in with Google. Now here I have to click on allow to give access to my account. And here I have successfully connected Google Meet with Pabbly Connect. Now first I need to select my calendar where I want to schedule this meeting. So I'm going to open this tab, and here in this tab I will find all the calendars that I have created in my Google Calendar account, and I'm going to use this calendar of demo. Now here I have all these tabs and I have to fill all these details so that I can create a meeting or I can schedule a meeting in Google Meet from my Google Sheet response. So here I'm going to schedule a meeting for my client and I have all the detail of my client in my Google Sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all those responses of my Google Sheet response, and by using those details, I'm going to map the required detail here in these tabs, and I'm going to schedule a new meeting in Google Meet. So here by using my response from my previous tab and mapping those details here in this tab, I need to use mapping. So what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous steps, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I need to first click here and I'm going to map the summary of my meeting. So I'm going to open this tab of Google Sheets, and here this is my meeting summary. So I'm going to map this. Now I'm going to give the description for the meeting. And here this is my meeting description. So I'm going to map this. Similarly, I'm going to give the start date and time and the end date and time. So here I'm going to give the start date and time and end date and time in this particular format. And these date and time should be in UTC format. So I'm going to map that from my Google Sheet. So here this is my start date and time. So I'm going to map this. Similarly, I'm going to give the end date and time. And now I have to give the attendee email. So here in the attendee email, I'm going to add the email address of my customer. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of Google Sheets. And here this is the email address of my customer. So I'm going to map this. And if you have more than one attendee, then you can just add a comma here and you can map all the email address of your attendees. Now I have filled all the required details and I mapped all these details here. Now as I mapped these details, I made all these details dynamic. Now what will happen is that every time I'm going to receive a new customer detail or the appointment detail from my Google Sheet, then automatically all these details that I have mapped here will get replaced with the new appointment detail or the customer detail in the real time. And I'm going to schedule a new meeting for that particular customer. Now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Toolkit button. And here we can see I have received this response. So this is a positive response, and this means that I have automatically scheduled a new meeting in Google Meet from my Google Sheets. So here to check whether I've scheduled a new meeting in Google Meet or not, let me take you to Google Calendar. And here this is my calendar of demo, and in this we can see I have this particular date of 17th of October, and in this I have scheduled this new meeting. So I'm going to open this, and here this is my meeting, and this is the description of 30 minutes business consultation. Also in this I have the description that is client wants to take this meeting to know how he can improve his sales, and also here I have the one guest that is of my attendee that is named as demo user, and I have the email address that is demouser@pabblytunes.com. So here I have successfully scheduled this meeting and I have added this meeting in my Google Calendar. So I have automatically scheduled this meeting in Google Meet, and I have scheduled this meeting for my customer whose data I have in my Google Sheet. Now here we can see I am automatically scheduling new meetings for my customers in Google Meet, and I am doing this with the data of my Google Sheet. So here I have successfully connected Google Sheet with Google Meet, and now I can automatically schedule new meetings in Google Meet from Google Sheet. So here I have successfully connected Google Sheets with Google Meet, and I have connected this with the help of Pabbly Connect. So I have successfully set up this automation, and now to check this in real time, I'm going to take you back to Google Sheet, and here I'm going to add the new data of our client. So I'm going to fill all these details here. Now here this is my new customer data. I have the name that is test user. I have the email that is testuser@pabblytunes.com. I have added the meeting summary. I have added the description that is client want to take this meeting to get consultation in lead generation. I have added the start time and end date and time. So I have added my start date and time in UTC time zone, and in Google Calendar this will change in my specific time zone. So here I have added all these details, and as I have added this new customer data in my Google Sheet, now what should happen is that automatically by using these customer data, a new meeting should get scheduled in my Google Calendar for this particular customer. So to check whether I've scheduled a new meeting or not, let me take you to Google Calendar. And here again we can see on the same date I have added this new meeting which is on the different time. So I'm going to open this. And here I have this meeting which was scheduled for testuser@pabblytunes.com. Also here I have this description that is client want to take this meeting to get consultation in lead generation, and I have automatically scheduled this meeting from my Google Sheet response. So here we can see that as I've added a new customer data in my Google Sheet, then automatically by using those details, I have scheduled a new meeting in Google Meet. So here I have successfully created this automation, and now let me take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here with Pabbly Connect, I have connected Google Sheets and Google Meet to automatically schedule Google Meet from Google Sheets. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger, and my trigger application was Google Sheets, and my trigger event was new or updated spreadsheet row. Then I have set up my actions tab, and my action application was Google Meet, and my action event was schedule a meeting. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there, and thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this with Pabbly Connect. If you want to reach out to us, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any issues or queries related to our workflow, then you can check the forum link. And if you have any issues related to the pricing of Pabbly Connect or Pabbly, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.